Hello, hello everybody. So it looks like we have Red Hawk. Hey man, long time no see. Welcome. Ed is here. Hey Ed. Gondo is here. And Enjoy. Hey man, haven't talked to you in quite a bit as well. How are you guys doing? All right. So first things first, we're gonna start building this BLE40 that we unboxed recently. And I can see that my camera is a little twisted. I think it's off-centered. I'm not gonna try to fix it because I think I will make it worse. Let me just see if I can quickly. Yeah, I think this may be better this way. But anyways. Yeah, Ed, how have you been? It's been a long time. So Enjoy, I'm also super fine. Finally back at doing what I like to do. So yeah, really glad to be here. Let me show you guys something that I got today on the mail before we start. And I need to take this out because it has my name on it. I don't know if you guys saw, but I think a few months ago, I did get an M60, but mine got a mess up. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. So I ordered those stickers. I don't know if you guys saw that. So today I received them. So there are a few, and I think they're quite nice. Yeah, Greetech. I'm gonna tell you why I'm using Greetech. I was supposed to lube cherries, but I lubed this by mistake. I thought I had a board that had retooled Cherry MX Blacks, but when I finished lubing all of them, I noticed that those were Greetechs. So yeah, so I got those. I think they look pretty nice. I don't know what you guys think. But I think they look pretty cool. If you guys want later on, I can give you the link so you guys can buy them. But yeah, the story about my M60, yeah, weeb stickers. I think they're very nice as well. I don't know what I'm, oh, and I just realized that my chat is all fucked up. Give me 1 second, guys. I hate OBS on Mac. That's why I'm assembling a PC soon. Because what happens is every time I open it, it twists everything. Like the chat, you see there on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, that the chat is completely fucked up. So let me fix this. I have a file with the size it's supposed to be. So hopefully that's a quick fix. So it's supposed to be, okay, 230. Okay, so that one is fixed. Let me see on the side view. Same story. So $230, and that one is fixed as well. So you got more. You got some Greetech Blacks. Yeah, I think they're pretty decent. We're gonna see today how they sound, but I think they're supposed to be pretty decent. All right, so without further ado, let's get to this. This is the BLE40. No, they don't suck. I have been using them, Ed, and they don't suck at all. I have been using them even stock, and they are okay. Now, I need to get some, and I forgot about this. This why I didn't do it beforehand. I need two plate-mounted stabs. So give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can find them. This here is, what is this? Plate mount? No. Yeah, I found some here. Look at this drawer. This is my stabs drawer. I just don't have plate mounts here. Let me catch up to chat what's been going on. Oh, so yeah, I was talking about the M60 and I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. So when I bought it, I asked Rama to underdeclare it to $75, and guess what? They forgot. So they shipped, and I have this $350 custom bills that I need to pay if I want to receive my board. And I reached out to them, and they say, oh, you know what? Just let it return. So I'm still in talks to them to see what I'll do about that. Let's see what else. The Koreans use them though. Yeah, I think it's more for the Mini. I think not. They're genuinely good. You'll see. Hipster Koreans. Hey, Cherny Charo. Yeah, $350. So you can buy 2 Rama boards with that, like another Rama board with that. So that's what's pissing me off right now. So I'll figure out what I'll do. All right, so let's loop those 2 stabs. Oh, and I forgot to get the insides. Before I do that, let me remove the PCB. Oh yeah, Brazilian customs I think is the worst I know. They way worse than European. When you get taxed there, how much do you pay? Like what percentage of the item you bought you pay? Here in Brazil is 60%, and they include on that the shipping and a lot of other stuff if you're like ordering through a courier like DHL or FedEx. Yeah, here it's 60%. It is insane. Yeah, if it was 20% here, we would be all thankful. It is 60%. Yeah, I think we have the worst import taxes in the world, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong. All right, so we can take the PCB out, and I'm going to unplug the battery here. Oh, and this connector is really flimsy. I don't want to put a lot of pressure there. All right, so let's get to those steps. And of course, I only got enough for one step. I've been away for too long, and I forgot that for each step you need 2 of those. Hey Pedro, welcome. All right, so here we go. Let's see if I can still remember how to do this. It hasn't been that long. Oh, Alexa, let me put some music. Let me just see which one I'm using for streams. This one, copyright free. Hopefully that starts playing soon. There we go. This way we don't get that awkward silence when I'm not speaking. Why is it Pierre I killed? Eu matei. I don't know. I guess I'll have to understand. Hey Alexa, lower the volume. Alexa, lower the volume. Oh, Pierre Mate. Yeah, I forgot his last name. Is there such a thing as Despacito 2? I may, Chernicharo. It's very little actually. Let me see. My camera hates focusing, so let me do this first. And this is the amount you want. You want to cover up to here where it contacts with the plastic, so not a whole lot. Yeah, I have the same issue, Ed. I am too dispersed all the time. ADD. Yeah, you don't need a lot of lube, actually. This one is under lubed. This is one of those cases where if you do less, it's more. All right, so we have our steps. Let me close this thing. Hey Ben, welcome back. I have good news for you. I fixed my ping master. And the problem was that the firmware was the problem. I was compiling it myself. So I went to TMK config website, downloaded one there, and then it started working like a charm. So I'm not gonna Band-Aid mod. I'm not doing that anymore. I don't know why I like my boards without them just fine. So that's why I'm not doing them for the time being. I may change my mind in the future and get back to it, but I'm not wasting time with that at the moment. So let's get to this. I must confess that it's been a while. And thank God for fixed plates, right? And I'm thinking I'm gonna put my XDA Godspeed that I just got. We're gonna unbox it on this board, but I still don't know if it's gonna look good or if it's gonna have the compat that I need for this board. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, Band-Aid mods can help if you don't like the plasticky sound that the stubs make, but for me, I'm doing all my latest boards without it, and I like it better. It comes down to personal preference, in my opinion. And of course, this is, I put it all wrong because it's north facing, which kind of sucks, and I got a flying switch. Yes, it's an FR4 plate. MX flyback. This time we'll be smarter, and we actually, and of course I put it in wrong again. How are those plates compared to alu steel? I think I like the way they sound personally very much. Hard to tell how they in comparison, but I really like them. I think they're a little bit more muted. Oh my god, I can only mount switches south facing. I think my hand has a muscle memory. Yeah, like 99% of the things in this hobby, it comes down to personal preference, I would say. And this is a tight fit on the PCB mount. But I guess that's good. And I could have gone plateless for this build as well, but yeah, the stab would be an issue. So I could not. Yeah, I guess it's not a problem with SMD LEDs. It's not a problem for me because I never use LEDs, so I guess we're good in that regard. Start up my soldering iron here. Yeah, I think this is going to be really fast. Not that many switches, right? And I already lubed them, and yeah. All right, so I think we're ready to start soldering. Let me just see if all the switches are flush against the PCB. And let me see if I can show you what I mean. So when you see, you can see that this one is not as flush as it should be. You can see there's a little space between the front of the, oh, I guess not. I think it's really flush. Let me see if I find any that isn't flush. Well, I guess they're all pretty good and flush. So that's what you're looking for if you're building. You want to make sure that the switch touch there's a little nub in the front of every switch, which is this little thing here. You want to make sure that that touches the PCB. Hey Yuki, thanks for joining. Don't remember seeing you here before, so welcome. Those are my big, not so big hands. All right, let's start this. So another thing that I usually do is what I learned from Anthony is you want to solder your switches outside in on a start pattern. So that's what I'll do now. I'll start soldering them. And I already see that there is one that didn't go through. So always check that as well. Wasn't it this one? There we go. Okay. And then another thing you can do, and I advise you do, is to push the PCB down when you're soldering. That will also help your switches to be flush against the PCB. I don't do it as often when I'm doing PCB mount because the PCB mount is going to be secured to the plate easier than plate mount switches. And another thing you can do, which I'll do for this switches on, is to only solder one of the pins first, so you can go back and check if they're really flush and then solder the other one. Hand model, yeah. Look at these hands. Beautiful. Yeah, and they are flush, so we can solder the other. Let me give you guys a closer view here. I think that may be for the better. That's the side. Look at the things you guys do. Hey, Blind Joker. Thank you for joining us. Aha. And I just soldered one that the pin is bent. So time for the soldering. Ed, if you're still there, do you remember when I was doing the unsoldering and I did like this? I just remembered. A little bit of solder left, tiny bit. Motherfucker, hold on. And I did it again. Now we got it. I do, Pedro, but I don't want to pull it out for one switch. I can still use that for one switch. I don't leave that in my desk usually, so I would have to go get it and whatnot. And it takes a little while to heat up. So it's much faster if I just use my pump, which is really good as well. Hey Cactus, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. I don't believe I've seen you here before. Yes, this is from Taobao. It's not only the PCB, I got the kit. So this is YD BLE40, and I got the BLE40 case as well. I can show you that in a second. I have a lot of switches that are bent. Just go ahead and check them all. Another one here. another one here. It's Bluetooth, yes. And to my surprise, I ordered the case. Let me show you. And it came with a battery. So usually they don't ship batteries outside China. But I got lucky. So I don't even have to add a battery. Recently into the hobby. Oh, nice, nice. What do you have so far? Yes, he's sending on YouTube. But you can see, if you look at the video on the right-hand side, you will see his messages. Thanks, Enjoy. I love that case. So yeah, I got lucky, I guess, with the battery. Yeah, when I order batteries, they usually come from a different postal service, usually from Belgium, I think. Nothing else. So you have Xylent 62 and Novel Keys creams on the way. Nice. I ended up ordering some creams, but I'm not holding my breath based on the reviews unless they make some changes to the Switch. I don't know if they're going to be that good. There's a lot of low quality Bluetooth that can explode on a plane's cargo, yes, and have a fire, etc. Halos are good, right? I told you, I love Halos, even stock. I think they're nice, even stock. Oh, I'm glad I checked. This one was not near flush, the PCB. Yes, I have some retooled blues here as well to try to make some Holly Chicas, but still didn't get to it. I'm being kind of lazy lately with experimenting with switches. I need to get back to it. Alright, so I think we soldered everything we had on the board. And everything looks pretty flush, as you can see. All right, time to add the rest. And before I forget, let me go ahead and add the plate mount switches, plate mount steps, sorry. All right, let me catch up to chat. Have you checked the Holy Chickies? I have not. I just did some Halos, yeah. And now Halos are more readily available, right? So that's not as hard as it used to be. It's on my plan too. I'm enjoying stock Halos for now, me too. Perfect. Yes, with the wire up because there's a little cutout on the PCB here that basically determines if it's going to be up or down. It's not a mandatory thing. Like some PCBs will have it down, some PCBs will have it up, but in this case, the cutout determines it. So what I'm doing right now for work, I'm using a TKL, but if people that know me know that I don't like TKL. So, but I got one that is pretty nice. I can show it later. It's an LZ iron, so I'm using it because I love it. Yes, Chernicharo. But what I prefer, usually do is 60% if I'm home. And then if I'm working outside of the office, I use a 40%, like this one. You know what? I can show it now. Fuck it, let me show you. I thought you had already seen it. And don't mind the accents, the color accent, the color of the accents. So this is the LZ iron that I'm using. But I'm gonna change those accents here to a red one from 9009. So yeah, this is the LZ. This thing weighs 5 kilos, by the way. And this is the back. I think it looks pretty cool. It is ridiculously big. And I'm usually not a fan of big keyboards, you guys know me. But I always wanted this LZ iron, so I'm using it. My God, those pins are really wanted to bend. Almost all of them are bending. I'm having to be extra careful with this. I'm almost ready to catch up with chat, so give me a second while I pay attention to those fucking pins. Let's see, big as fuck, yeah, heavy. Lovely board, thank you, Cactus. Yeah, it's a big chunk of metal, that's what it is. Yes, and I usually don't get bent pins. I think the problem here is that those Greetechs, they were on a 3D printed board and they were not soldered in. So they ended up bending a little bit inside the 3D printed case. taking more time to put the switches in than to solder. Hey Chocan, hey man, long time no see. That's really appreciate you dropping by to say hi. How are you? It's been a while, I know. Really appreciated you joining to say hi. It's been a while since you last released the video as well, hasn't it? Unless I missed something while I was traveling. Did I? Okay. Can someone bitch at Chocan for not releasing videos on text? I'd appreciate that. All right. See you, Chocan. And my creamy switches are almost leaving the US, which is nice. Creamy, not cream. The ones from Geek Maker. I'm gonna use XDA Godspeed that we're gonna unbox right after I finish building this. I'm not even sure if that's gonna fit this keyboard because of the compatibility. So we're gonna figure that out as well. And I don't think it's gonna be a perfect color match, so I'm probably changing that later as well. I do have some XDA blanks as well that we could unbox, possibly. So you can try that as well. Yeah, I'm really anxious for the XDA Godspeed as well. I don't know if Red Hawk's still here. Red Hawk, did you see the Lunar thing? The Lunar board, it's gonna be remade. BSP when? I do have BSP, man, but BSP compatibility is not great. I have a pretty, you know, ordinary BSP set. But I need a different layout for that, which I may do. Yeah, and I think we're done. Hey, KB Warrior. Welcome, man. You got your M68? I'm so jealous of you. You're getting the new one? Yeah, I'm still, it hasn't replied, so I don't know. And you're cutting your keyboard span, huh? Maybe I should try and do the same. But actually, I am trying to cut mine as well. And I'm probably gonna start selling some boards because I have too much. All right, I think I'm pretty satisfied with how this turned out. If it's PSP is on the list, I don't know. All right, let me do this, put this aside, bring the board here, and then we can very carefully reassemble the battery. There we go. Let's turn it on. Oh, it's off now, so yeah, let's leave it on. There we go. Yes, I saw the email, but I still haven't replied. Yes, this is a full metal case, aluminum case. And I have another 40%. I have the Pearl. And it's a very heavy keyboard, especially if you're like bringing it around. And this guy is pretty lightweight, which makes the ideal board to have with me when I'm working outside my house. You may be right, it may not be aluminum. I'm gonna check the website. You're absolutely right, it doesn't sound like aluminum. It may be something else. Yes, it works through the case. Yes, this is my new traveling board for sure. And I was going to say something and I forgot. Let me me just make sure that the screws aren't super tight, because I still want a little bit of flex, especially the center one. All right, so there we have it. Time to unbox. Yeah, it's super lightweight. I don't know what kind of metal this is. I'll try to find out soon. And here is the box for the XDA. Yeah, beautiful case. I love it too. Like, seriously. Yeah, I think it's a cheap alloy. All right, so here we go. Let's see the kits that we have here. Yes, I agree. I don't mind the cheap alloy. I actually prefer it because it's lightweight. Okay, so we have the child kit. It's called Blanks. This one is Apollo. It's a Tengen text. Apollo 40s, so this is cool. Now that we're doing a 40%. We have the solar mini bars, and we also have the lunar odd bars, so I think we can use a combination of both. We have the solar alphas here, and the Apollo base text. All right, let's start with the alphas, then we can work from that. Is the Magic Force nice? I never tried one. Yes, this is the XDA Godspeed. Yeah, my first board was I think my first board was a... Oh, give me 1 second, guys. I have the interphone ringing. I'll be right back. So I was talking about my first one. It was a Razer, Black Widow Chroma. Let's see, look at those keycaps in Brazil called Michel Temersons. Michelzinho. My first board was a CM Quickfire. Yes, I don't remember if I got the Quickstorm first or the Razor, because I do have a Cooler Master as well. Mine was the Quickfire Rapid I think. I still have it as well. It's disassembled right now because I took out all the switches, but it still works fine. Now which one? This is definitely a 0. Let me see. Yes, mine was a Black Widow Chroma version 2. I am a Cherry profile guy, but I like XDA, especially for 40%. But Cherry's still my favorite. Make no mistakes. Yeah, I like XDA. And for 40% it's nice, right? Since it's uniform. It's easier. Oh, they have one dip dish, and what's the other? I don't get it. I don't know what the difference is between this F and this F. They have 2 J's as well, so I don't know what the difference is. Let's see. I like Get Yellows. I love Get Yellows. I have some here that I just recently bought. They are very, very nice switches for sure. If you loop them, they are perfect. I do have a M68, as I said, and so it's in customs right now, and they want to charge me $300 to release it. And I'm trying to work with Rama to have it resolved. They want me to ship it back. I don't know what I'm going to do. They were supposed to under-declare it, and they forgot. Enjoy. I have the Lake, the navy, with the golden back. Which color is yours? KB Warriors. So let's see, we have the Apollo 40s here. Let's see if that's enough for the things we need. I doubt it. So here we have delete. Here we have enter. Let's see. I can use a board for escape, maybe. Deploy for, let's see, maybe Godspeed if it fits here, for enter. It's a nice one. We have some convex space bars, which is also nice. And then here we have, let's see. We have some blanks. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to use this board here. I don't know for delete what I'm gonna use. See what I have here. Pulse, land, deflect, down. So here we have control. I need a function as well. Let me take a look at the layout. Give me 1 second. Where's my here? So it's 1.5, 1.5. So it's almost like this. It's 1.5, 1, 1.5. I wish I had the same so I could do this, the two sides the same thing. See, maybe on this kit we have something. I got the internal weight. Which color is yours, Enjoy? Silver. Let me see if I have two of some of the one use. Dock, Mao, delay. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I have two of any of them. Deflect. I have two deflect, so I'm probably gonna use that. So let me change this to deflect. We have stage, but only one. We have pulse here. Press. The other deflect here, so we can make control here. Do we have another stage? I don't think so. We have deploy. And another deploy. So we have two deploys. We have one orbit. We have two orbits. So deflect code orbit. I think that's fine. All right, Yuki. See ya. And then for space bars, I think I'm going with, I could go with this color here, but we're using, yeah, I'm probably gonna go with the white. Let's see, solar mini bars. Let's see if the white looks nice. What do you guys think? Should I use an accent color here, like this accent? What do you guys in chat think looks nicer? White or lunar, solar, or these? Should I leave it like this? While we decide, I could do blue as well, but I think blue is gonna be too boring. While we decide, I'm gonna go ahead and look for this one. So this is backspace. Abort is for escape. Y'all, EDL. Let's do mal for malfunction. This is gonna be probably my function. Let's see what I have. Oh, this is shift. And then we have another shift here. It's gonna be nice to maintain pulse for both. Then let me see if I have a larger pulse. Pulse. No, it doesn't look like I do. So what size do I? Oh, I have more here as well. Let me open this. Oh, and look, we had another Apollo here. So this is the side I need. Let's see what I have on this side. I have system. Maybe I should use system since this is probably going to be function as well. Now, do I have a larger system? No. Stage. No, this is not the right size. Tall. Yeah, I'll send it to me too. Oh, and I found another code. That's nice. Cut off. And this is tab, right? Where did you get the keep? I got it from Taobao. I want to do deploy on those too. Maybe I'll leave a different one. I'll put Apollo here and get over with it. Now, I'm just wondering, should we do one of those space bars of this color or no? What do you guys think? Nope, okay. Too much color, I understand. right, time to do a quick test to see if everything's working and then do a typing test. Yes, drink some water. I mean, you want to? Okay, Visionaire. I have some good news for you. I have a new printer that's gonna be able to print a Mini 1800 in without splitting it like I have mine. So I may do that for you. Let's see. It's even a Godspeed. No, it's not Godspeed. It's Nautilus cable, but it almost matches, right? So let's see. Can I type using this? Let's see. Yeah. So let me see. I'm gonna open up. Where is this? Bear with me 1 second, guys. I don't think it has the, yeah, so I have to use another keyboard just to, let me share my screen. Give me 1 second. Let me get this other one. Okay, so first thing I need to do is go to the place where we configure this. Oh, and I'm using a VPN, so let me... All right, so let's see. BLE40. There we go. Let's see what's on layer 1. Nothing. Yeah, so we need to program the keys. Oh, the keys are here, it seems. So I'm gonna go with that for now. Let me just add an up arrow to this one. And I think this thing is going to be a pain in the ass to flash, if I remember. I needed a... Yeah, let me remember how I did this, because I... Let's see, which other keyboard is like this? YD... Oh, it's gonna be impossible to use this without a second layer, now that I remember. So we need to figure out a way to do this. Give me 1 sec. Let me first of all resize this. So you guys can still see what I'm doing. true. Let me see how to flash this. Good, so let's see here. Oh, so I think I use this Teensy Loader CLI. Let's see if I'm able to do that. So let's see layer 1. I need to make it look like the one that I use for my Daisy. So let me see here. Okay, so I think what I can do here is load the key map for my Daisy. And of course it doesn't work. So let me go to QM key. I may have my layout on QMK. So this is my first layer. And I have dots. Yeah, then I have the numbers. Okay, this is going to be a good starting point. So I'm going to move this aside and we can program mine here. Let's see, layer 1. Gonna be grave, and this is such a pain in the ass. I would much rather use QMK. This is a backslash. And how do I switch layers again? So this is gonna be yes, this is gonna be enter and then layer 1. Is that what I have? Layer 2 actually. And this here, same thing, is gonna be layer tab. It's gonna be right shift or layer 1. I also have this guy here. And this is the one that goes to layer 2. It's going to be space or layer 2. Okay, so layer 1, we have everything here, which seems to be right. Then layer 2, we're gonna have the arrows here. No, sorry, yeah, that's not right. This is layer 1. Or space. Oh, I forgot to do action apply. Yeah, so I have to redo all of them. And this guy here is gonna be, so this is layer 1, this is layer 2. Then layer 1 is this, when we hold this guy. Then layer 2, we have the arrows here. Let's put it left, right, and down. What else? I have the RGB controls. So let's see, LEDs. So we have the toggle. Hey, Red Hawk. Enjoying this much? It's a pain in the ass, I know. Yeah, the thing is ready. Just here being fucked by this. What you gotta do, what you gotta do, right? So this is Yes, it's 3203. It's the new one. Okay. So now let me check here. And then this becomes delete. Yes, it feels a little less. So the thing I like about 204 is that it's almost like creamy, right? It's not buttery. It has a little more consistency. And this one is smoother because I think it's thinner. So I didn't do a typing test yet, but from single keys, that's what I can tell you. All right, I think we have all the layers done. So let me go here, download X file. Don't buy more loop. Man, I was telling the guys today, I brought, oops, let me show you. From this last trip, I bought this, which is powder loop, and Krytox 107 that I wanted to try. So I have a few interesting stuff to try. Okay, so now it's time to create a folder for this guy. So let's see, BLE40. Actually, let me do CP Daisy BLE40. And I'm just realizing you guys can probably read this. Wait, what? What? You're talking about the lube, about what I'm doing? What are you talking about? Powder lube, yes. I still don't know how to apply it, so don't ask me. Just some people recommended me, and I saw that crazy guy, Mike, try it as well. And they're supposedly good for Alps. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, so this is how I usually flash my... And there's something that I need to press on the board as well. Let me see if I can find it. It's dehydrated milk, yes, condensed milk. Yeah, Mulder 4, use BLA dual mode when that's not what I want. Here. When the firmware function is normal, insert the data cable while holding down escape in the upper left corner. Okay, so time to do the cross and do what they say. Okay, let's see. So I'm trying to put it on flash mode. Let's see. Hopefully it is on flash mode. Let's see. Fuck you. Why is this format error, motherfucker? Oh, I know why. No, I don't. There we go. Waiting for teensy device, so it's not working like the Daisy. And I think I'll need Windows for this. Oh, I hate this thing. Fuck this. Let's see if it's at least mounting as something different. Yeah, it's an HID boot, which is what I expected. How did I flash this thing? Oh, I wonder if it's this simple. Let's see. Bootload HID, and then it's BLE40.x. Yes! I think we got it flashed. Oh, exceeds remaining flash size. So I need to clear this. Fuck, let me see. I don't think it flashed though. Is it bricked? Let me see. No, it's still in boot mode. Fuck. I have, I think. I think that's what I did last. No? No. Yeah. Minus R. Hello, hello, Admit. Welcome. Now it's not even exiting bootloader mode. Still HID boot. I wonder if that's because I have 2 layers and this thing doesn't support it. Just in case, let me download the default key map again. Which one was it? 1, yes. No, it's still too big. That's a... Let me see something. No, it does have instructions on how to build, but it requires Windows. Oh, yeah, it's bootload hit. I don't know if I have a working Windows copy too. Let me see. I have one evaluation version. I don't know if it's gonna... You see, my Daisy, I had to use that. If you look here, the last thing I did was flashing my Daisy. So I'll probably have to do that. I'm just hoping that this Windows will still be valid. Stop sharing this to save a little bit of resources while VMware tries to boot while we stream, right? That's the main issue. My CPU is really under a lot of stress right now. It's even saying it's not responding, so I may not be able to do that while I stream. I'll give it a little more time, but I think it's frozen. Oh, it seems like it's making progress, so let's wait. Meanwhile, let me show you my CPU. So OBS is using 200% of it. Yeah, it's slowly booting, so let's wait. I don't think this is gonna boot while I stream. Oh, I forgot to show you. Yeah, what I use is VMware. I even bought a license a long time ago. Meanwhile, let me show you my Weebs stickers again. I like this one, Camping. This is one of my favorite. This one is nice as well. This is my favorite, I think. Laser is also nice. Endgame. And then Hyperfuse. Yeah. Even though I'm not into anime or whatever you say it, or however you say it, I really like those stickers. Endgame is a lie, yes. What else can I show you guys while we wait for this thing that's not gonna boot, I think? Maybe we can unbox something else. Yeah, let's do that. Let's unbox something. So let me clean my desk. so I can make a different highlight for this. Let me see what I have here to unbox. This looks like a nice one. Actually, this one is the one I've been meaning to unbox. Let's unbox this. This is a desk mat I brought from Taobao. And if someone can put that, no, that's not gonna help, but later on, if you can ping me on Discord and tell me that the unboxing is at the 1 hour and 50 minutes timestamp so I can remember when doing the highlight, I'd appreciate that. $150, yes, thanks Jenny Charo. 150. Jesus. Well, there is even more packaging inside this, so I can use this. Hey Gabe, how are you? This is really well packed, right? So Gabi, I was in the middle of the build and I needed to boot my Windows VM, but my Windows VM is taking a lot of time to boot because I'm using OBS. So meanwhile, I decided to do an unboxing. And I'm not even sure if my Windows VM is gonna boot. It's at, I wanna say 10-15% right now. Man, I must tell you, this is a challenge to unbox. Finally. It was a struggle. All right, so let me take everything that I have out of my desk because I think it's a rather long one. It's a wide mouse pad. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, had to take the interphone again. Oh, this is very, very white. Let's put our sexy model on top of this guy. Zoom in a little bit like this. Put this a little more to the side so we can see this one is kind of different from the rest. Oops. Yeah, I think it's a nice background, right? Yeah, I like it. Looks really cool in person as well. It feels really, really good as well. Let me see about how good it is to use with the mouse. I need to check how much this was. Yeah, it sticks a little bit, but not badly. It's because I'm used to the cutting, but it's good. It's really good. I need to check how much this was, but I can check that for sure. Okay, and some news about my Windows build, VM. It isn't loading after all, so what I think I'll have to do is to program this off camera. But I can do a quick typing test just to close out this stream. We're not gonna have anything. So again, what I have on this keyboard is Greetech Blacks, and I used Tribosys 3203 to lube it. And I'm also using 68 grams SPRiT springs. All right, so let me type something here. And I was telling Red Hawk that the difference between this and 3204 is that this is more smooth. I think it doesn't hold much. 3204 is more, is thicker, it seems, so it adheres more. I prefer 3204 because I think this reminds me of, it's a middle term between, yes, less sticky, less gummy. That's the exact word I was looking for. I prefer a little more sticky than this. This is why I think 3204 is the perfect lube for me personally, because I prefer it a little more gummy. But it's not bad by any means. They sound good, but I think 3204 sounds better. I do have a, I think the Neo Mini is using 3204, but those are Gateron yellows. So let me see. You see? But I think it's part of this is the construction of the board. I like this way better. But I think it's because it's using Gateron yellows. I may redo this board with either Gateron yellows or... Because I can hear a little bit of ping, to be honest. Especially on the large keys. So I don't know. And I think it's the wobble on the switch that is causing this as well. So I may redo this board with better switches. Yeah, I'm liking this one way better now that I compare. I think this one here has Greetech Blacks. Yeah. There's no comparison. This is way better than this. I am probably gonna redo this, even if I can on a stream. Yeah, so the difference here is gigantic. So I don't recommend you get Greetech Blacks. I don't know if it's the wobble or what the hell it is, but it gives a worse feeling to this. Yeah. So what yeah, and I think this one has a mix of 3204 with 104. Yeah, I love this Daisy. This is my favorite 40% by far. If you don't count with the Pro, of course. All right. Yeah, I really like how laser looks here. And if this thing didn't have underglow, I would throw a sticker at the bottom. Way more refined, Pedro, and that's a very good word to describe the difference. I'm gonna desolder this for sure. I don't like the feeling of the Gateron of the Greetechs. Even if we get like this board that is very similar. This has a lot of ping. I don't know if it's the ping of the wobble, but it bothers me to the point that I'm gonna desolder this. Yeah, a lot of work, but at least I have the springs. I'm gonna reuse the springs that I have on this one on Greetech Blacks. I don't like this at all. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. No, the reason I'm not gonna do that, Pedro, is because my Alps are supposedly good stock. So I'm not gonna try to do that before I try Alps themselves. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna do an Alps build first, and then I'm gonna decide which ones I'm gonna lube. But I'll try to do that on stream. I promise. So I'm gonna figure it out just so you guys get an idea. The reason you see, it's at not even 50% loading. So I have to do this off camera, unfortunately. But I don't know if you guys are around tomorrow. I know so tomorrow is Thanksgiving on the US. I may do like an afternoon stream to redo this, but I'll keep you guys informed, okay? Any other final questions before I wrap this up? Oh, I just realized I don't have my keyboard here. Which switches are on the UT47? I think it's Greetech Blacks as well, but I'm not quite sure. Let's find out. Let me see. No, those are, I think those are Zelios. From the feeling, I think it's a Zelio 78 grams. I may be wrong. Yes, Zelio 78. Did you guys are planning to get Koyu from Rama? No, I'm not, because I have enough, 65%. Friends, do we have anything else that we didn't cover? That I forgot? All right, so that's where we're at. We're gonna desolder this thing tomorrow. How nice is that? But I don't mind, to be honest. All right, my friends, that's it. I'm gonna wrap this up. You guys have a good night, and we'll catch up on Discord. All right. Oh, did this thing die? All right. You all have a good night. I'll catch you up on Discord.